Welcome home, neighbors.
Welcome home, neighbors.
Hello, neighbors.
We're listening from
Arizona,
Florida,
Maryland,
New York,
New Jersey,
Indianapolis,
California,
Utah,
Michigan,
Iowa,
Massachusetts,
Georgia,
Canada,
our home resort is
Animal Kingdom,
Polynesian,
Bay Lake Tower,
Old Key West,
Riviera,
Boardwalk,
Alani Resort,
Hilton Head,
Boulder Ridge, Copper Creek,
Grand Floridian,
Saratoga Springs,
Beach Club,
and Wilderness Lodge.
and you're listening to
and you're listening
You're listening to my
my
Well, welcome everybody to my DVC Points Community Hall Live tonight. I'm Marianne and I'm your host this evening for Forced Choices. Ladies and gentlemen, it's game night and I'm so excited to get to play the game with everybody tonight. It's kind of my favorite show we do. And before we do that, though, I would really like to thank my friends over at DVC Resale Market for sponsoring our show. Okay, we all get add-on-itis. And did you all see that prices got raised at like Saratoga and Old Key West and other places this week to over to $200 direct pricing? People, it's time to go to DVC Resale Market for points for those kinds of resorts because there's no reason to pay those direct prices. So call up our friends over there. They're super helpful. They're going to hold your hand and make sure the process is easy for you. And you'll get the very best value for your money by using them. And again, we just thank them so much for supporting us and allowing us the opportunity to play game night with you all. So Forced Choices, everybody. It's time to take everybody down in the Crescent Lake area. So who's playing game night with us tonight? Ooh, it's Caleb.
Hi, Marianne. Thanks for having me here. I'm really excited about game night, mostly because you guys said that you were going to be nice. That's what I want to see that actually happen.
Well, we'll see about that. Hey, Roxanne, I'm so glad to have you here tonight for game night.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Excited.
And Brad.
Hey.
Brad's here to keep the peace for game night tonight.
I'm just warning you, Caleb, nice is a relative term.
I've never been on for game night. I've done a lot of favorite things and whatnot, but not the Forced Choices. So I've seen it get kind of interesting,
So the idea behind
Go ahead.
So the idea behind Forced Choices is we pick something and we say that you're going to need to fix it up or leave it alone or tear it down. And those are the three choices you have for the three things that we've chosen in whichever category. Tonight, the category is the Crescent Lake Resorts. And I know, Riviera is technically not on Crescent Lake, but it was the closest resort to Crescent Lake that was a DVC resort that had DVC specific, because we didn't count Yacht Club because there are no DVC rooms at Yacht Club. So we needed something different. So we decided, we'll just throw Riviera in there. It'll be fun because it's going to be contentious between some of these resorts tonight. So Boardwalk, Beach Club, Riviera. Here we go, people. Round one. Are we just doing the resorts in round one? Yes, we are. So which one is, Caleb, which one are you going to fix up a little bit? Which one are you going to leave it alone? And which one are you just going to tear it down and start over?
Oh, man. So if I'm going to, the whole resort, I got to think about the whole resort. Okay. So what I'm going to do is Riviera. I'm gonna leave it how it is, exactly how it is. I love Riviera. It's one of my home resorts. I love the layout. I love the food. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say I'm going to fix up Beach Club. I'm gonna fix up Beach Club because their quick service just kind of lacks a lot. I would also like the DVC rooms to be a little more centrally located in that area. And I'm gonna tear down Boardwalk. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm saying that.
and the game is afoot.
Here we go, people. Tearing down Boardwalk.
I don't have any real good reason for it. It's just that I like Beach Club
had to
just
make
a
a
little
choice.
bit more.
Okay. There you go. Okay, Roxanne.
All right. I swear I didn't call Caleb. I did not know this was going to be the first question, but I own at Beach Club and Riviera. So you can see where this is headed. This is not going to be good for Boardwalk. All right. So I'm just going to get rid of Boardwalk, tear it down. Too big, too much walking after a long day. Does not feel cozy. All right. I'm getting rid of too far from the parking lot because we always rent cars. Can't get my mug refill really easily in the morning. I'm sorry. Like, it's got to go. Now, I also love Beach Club because I do own there, and location, and sure to stumble home after a few drinks at the, drink around the world. So I am going to just fix up Beach Club a little bit. Let's all be honest. Last time I stayed there, I think I went on to my DVC points and complained a little bit because even though the location's great, the rooms are looking a little shabby. Okay. It's looking a little worn down. And I can tell you that after doing a split stay when I started at Riviera first. And it's all new and shiny and clean. And then the last part of the week, went over to Beach Club and it looks a little run down. I had a smoke detector hanging by a string in my room. I had some deferred maintenance, the whole door thing with the bathroom. I don't know. It just looked a little dated to me, a little tired. So I'm going to fix it up a little bit and give it some love. And I'm going to leave Riviera alone because it's new and shiny. It's just perfect. The room layouts. I love being able to get the standard view and seeing those fireworks.
It's a lot of points to stay there, sister. It's not perfect.
You're paying for the boutique resort and you are getting that coffee bar in the morning. Can we just talk about that coffee bar? It's like heaven. Okay. So everything about Riviera, other than the point charts and the restrictions, just like feels so cozy and so clean and new and modern. I just love it there. So,
okay, Brad.
Caleb.
So
okay, Brad.
For me, it actually is tricky because the Beach Club is one of my favorite resorts on property.
Okay.
It's going to be the day they tear it down. I'm going to be a very sad individual because I love the Beach Club. I love saying it's my wife's favorite. She loves going there. But the honest truth is, if we're picking fix and leave, then we're not saying which one we like better. To me, we would need to fix some things about Beach Club. And unfortunately, I went last. So I'm just going to say.
I haven't gone yet. I go
kudos to Caleb and to Roxanne in that I agree. They need, listen, we'll talk about that later, but about a certain place there that's a restaurant that needs to be upgraded. But there's just nothing. I love Hurricane Hanna's, but outside of Hurricane Hanna's for quick service, where? There just isn't. And you have to walk around. I love the Boardwalk, but I want it at my resort. So, and the rooms are, they're set to go to refurbishment from what I understand, but they're just not, they're not quite there. There's a lot that they could be cleaning up and fixing. And face it, Riviera is brand new. If you need to be fixing at Riviera, something really went wrong because it's brand new. And so to me, even though Riviera is not my favorite resort, and if I don't stay there again, I'll probably be okay. I don't mind it. I enjoyed it, but I'm with you, Roxanne. That's a lot of points, and I do love my coffee, not that much. So the coffee bar is great, and it's a great resort, but it's just kind of off outside of the Skyliner. Doing the other transportation for me was a nightmare. And then the Skyliner broke down when I was there because of storms. And then they were trying to plug in a bus system to the Skyliner resorts that they don't offer buses to. And that did not work well at all. So for me, Riviera is kind of hit and miss, but I wouldn't touch it. I still like it as a resort. I don't want it to go away. Keep it, leave it alone for now. And hopefully they'll work on those transportation problems. Boardwalk, I love you. I do. But I am so tired of getting stuck out in the far 40 acres and needing to have to take a break and a nap in between my room and the lobby. People complain about Animal Kingdom. Oh, I'm sorry. Boardwalk is rough. And I personally, I'm just not big on the theming there. It's just kind of odd for me. But anyway, so I don't want to tear any of them down. But if I got to, then it'd be Boardwalk.
Oh man, you guys. See,
This is America. You have the right to be wrong.
Oh, please. I'm going to fix up Boardwalk. I'm going to fix that room problem. I'm going to swap it. Make the cash people stay on the far end by the parking lot. Let's put the DVC people on that side. Let's put some indoor quick service. Let's put in indoor coffee and mug refills, and let's fix those problems because I love the Boardwalk. It's my favorite. And the reason it's my favorite is because I can stay there with my family for an entire week for the amount of points I own. I don't have to borrow. I don't have to bank. If I go to Riviera, I have to bank and borrow, and that makes me mad. So I'm just like, I don't care about the boutiquiness of it and being fancy. So, of course, because we just spent all that money on it, we're leaving alone the Riviera. And just leaving it alone because it is beautiful. It is nice. It is all brand new. Why in the world would I'm obviously money conscious. I'm not going to waste that kind of money. Beach Club, you're annoying. Beach Club just needs a nuclear bomb, blow it up, be done, and rebuild it and build it right this time. And to be honest, no one needs a freaking sand bottom pool. I'm just saying it. Not everybody loves a sand bottom pool. This girl, not a fan. So there's my thing. So what does our community have to say? How much do they hate me? Gina says, fix up the beach club, leave Riviera alone, and tear down the Boardwalk. She's Team Caleb.
Team everybody.
Steve Peterson is fixing Beach Club, tearing down the Boardwalk, and keeping the Riviera. Blair, she's keeping the Boardwalk and fixing up Beach Club and tearing down Riviera.
Wow. Fighting words, Blair.
Jake's order is Beach, Boardwalk, Riviera. You're tearing down Riviera, Jake? That surprises me. So, but I'll always pick a place where I can walk to a park.
Exactly.
Yep, I agree. That's
probably its biggest downfall. It's just trickier.
Yeah, that transportation issue there is a big one. Pete is fix the Boardwalk by giving it a quick service indoors, leave the beach club the same, and raise Riviera and build a resort that doesn't cost so many points per night. So I might actually stay there. See, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Dan Austin says, Caleb, Allison, and Roxanne, you will love the Boardwalk once we fix it up. You go, You go, Dan. Rachel says she's going to fix up the Boardwalk, leave the beach club alone, and tear down the Riviera. Really? Oh my goodness!
Wow,
there's been several tear down the Riviera.
Trend here. Wow.
Whoa! Evelyn says, beach club, fix it up. Boardwalk, leave it alone, and Riviera, tear it down. We don't care for it there at all. Wow. Ron says, leave his Riviera alone, you people. Fix the Boardwalk and tear down the beach club. There you can see there are some people. Yeah. Jimmy says, tear down Riviera's resale restrictions. Amen. Right? Amen. Jake says, Riviera is nice, but those point charts, dang, for a little more, I can just go to the Grand Flow. Yep. Dan says, I am so Team Maryam. Beach Club is so overrated. He speaks as the father of little people because that pool is not built for little people. It really just isn't. So Kathy says, Team Marianne. Woohoo! I love when people say Team me. That's awesome. Ashley says, keep the Riviera, fix up the beach club, and tear down Boardwalk villas. Amy says she loves the Boardwalk location. Tear it down and build something new. There's an idea. Tim says keep the Riviera, fix the Boardwalk, and tear down Beach Club. I can't believe how many people want to tear down Beach Club. I'm kind of shocked. That's kind of just shocking me to hear that. Carol says keep Riviera, raise the Beach Club, and reno. raise beach club
Renovate.
and renovate the beach club? All right.
Definitely.
All righty. Holly says, fix up the boardwalk, leave the Riviera, and tear down and rebuild the beach club. We agree, Marianne. The walking distance to Epcot is nice from Beach Club, but the DVC area is a confusing labyrinth, and get rid of the sand. Vicky says, agree, tear down the Riviera. Wow. Jake says, the beach club's pool is my favorite, but I'm fairly tall, and the lazy river is too deep for me. Wow. Wow.
Not good for kids, and
That would not be good for kids then, because Jake is very tall. So
Yeah, the kids play area is right next to the lazy river, and I believe it's 8 foot.
Yeah, it's 8 feet. Special lifeguards too, because it's so deep.
8 feet.
Yeah, they have to be extra certified.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yep.
Teresa says she wants to fix the beach club, leave the boardwalk, and leave the Riviera. She hasn't stayed there yet, so let her stay there.
Yeah, she's brand new, so we'll let her slide for not picking one for each.
That's and if you haven't stayed there, it is hard to say,
That's
right?
Exactly. Right.
Carol says to her, she wants to renovate the boardwalk. All right, Carol, that makes sense. Amy, the lazy river is 8 feet deep. Yeah, that doesn't sound very kid friendly to me at all. Especially if the kids' play area is near it. That's
they share a sidewalk. It's that close.
Oh, holy cow. Oh, holy cow. The mom in me is going, oh.
And yet that has been there for
I know.
decades. And
It
hasn't been a
has.
problem, but hey.
That's because the Tracy children were never there. They would have caused the problem right there.
They'd have found a reason to die. Okay, so
all right, everybody. Well, round 2 is.
Can I mention one thing before we move on to the second one? Real quick? I wonder how and this is to Caleb and Rox's defense. I wonder how many people might have a different feeling about the Riviera. Because I imagine how many of those that said tear it down have never stayed there simply because the points are so high, they're not going to. Even if they lowered them for a season where people would try the resort, there might be a few more that like it. But it's tough to like something when you look at it and you go, it doesn't matter. I'll never be able to afford to stay there. So be interesting.
That's crazy. Gina's keeping track, and she says Team Tear Down Riviera wins. Oh.
Yeah, that's quite a few.
Okay, I'm just shocked. I would have never expected that, people. I figured y'all were going to just destroy my boardwalk. I figured that was, wow. I'm shocked, people. I'm shocked. So, round 2 is the dining at the resorts at Beach Club, Beaches and Cream at Boardwalk, Trattoria al Forno. I'm never going to say it right. And at Riviera, Topolino's Terrace. Now, we know that Beaches and Cream is not the same level of dining as the other two, but it is still a restaurant you have to make reservations, and it is a menu that you have to order off of restaurants. So we're going to lump them all 3 together. So what do you think, Caleb? What are you doing?
Wait, shouldn't Roxanne be going first on this one?
No.
Oh,
We're just going to keep going in order.
Okay. I thought you were going to be nice. That's what you said. All right. So first of all, I want to say that I've eaten at all 3 of these. And I had a great experience at all 3 of them. So it's not one of those I ate one time and it was bad. So again, this is choosing my children and all those sorts of things. I would say that I'm going to keep Beaches and Cream exactly how it is. I like it because it's relatively affordable as far as a sit down restaurant goes, and it's fun. It's a kind of a unique experience. We talk about like those boutique experience that it's not a very big dining room. That's one of the reasons why it's hard to get a reservation. So I'm going to keep it because we really enjoy it, just because it's a nice place to get a burger and just kind of hang out. And then, I'm sorry, Boardwalk, I'm going to just completely tear down Trattoria al Forno. And it's only because of how much I love Topolino's. And the thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to fix it, and I'm going to make it where you can eat lunch there too. Because right now you can only have breakfast and you can only have dinner, and I want a lunch there as well.
Okay, I think that's very fair. Very, very fair. Roxanne?
All right, I'm sorry, Caleb. You got it all wrong. Let me correct you because this is the right way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna imagineer it all. Okay, so basically, you have to leave alone Topolino's Terrace. I mean, let's talk about the breakfast, which is steak and eggs and characters. Okay, like then you go at dinner and they have this like homemade bread, open kitchen. The view up there, you can go out to the terrace after and have a drink after and see everything. It is gorgeous out on that terrace to have a drink. But the food, scallops, filet mignon, bouillabaisse. I mean, it's like you want to lick the plate. It's so good. Okay. So that's the one we're just going to leave alone because breakfast, dinner, Topolino's is like first class. Then I've got a little problem over at, well, let's start with Trattoria al Forno. Just ate there in February. Had the best breakfast in a long time. Have you had the breakfast pizza at Trattoria al Forno?
Yes.
Oh my God. This is like, you could split it, first of all, for like $12 and you wouldn't even be able to finish it between two people. It is amazing. So good. And just everything on the menu was so good for breakfast. We just went. And I've also been for dinner a couple times. And for what you pay, I think Trattoria al Forno is a really good deal. And it's just so good consistently with the seafood at night, the breakfast pizza and everything. So, and the French toast. Oh my God, the French toast in the morning. It's amazing. Tiramisu, French toast. But Beaches and Cream, we're going to have to tear that down because, I can go to like Steak and Shake down the road or Friendly's or like get a burger anywhere, get some soup, get a grilled cheese. Like
Stop
here,
it.
come on, it's a grilled cheese, guys.
You
it's
don't
not
you
that
don't go
great.
somewhere that has a siren going off and
Ah.
somebody coming out with the kitchen sink. I mean, you can't get that at a Steak and Shake.
You
And
go
there
up to
is
the
no
walk-up
way
window. Come on, it's just
oh no.
no. Goodbye.
No.
And I own at the Beach Club, and I'm getting rid of Beaches and Cream because the other two blow it away. So that is just my.
Oh goodness, Brad.
So Caleb, this is where the nice, you just start putting on the gloves. It's just like, okay, I've been as nice as long as I can be. I just can't do it anymore. So no, so for me, fix it is going to be Beach Club. I hear what you're saying, Roxanne, but I don't go to Disney so that I can get in my car and drive off site and go to a shake place. I don't. I don't come out. I want to come out of Epcot after the park's done, get a late night reservation, go eat ice cream till I'm in a sugar coma and go to bed. That's what I want. And I love Beaches and Cream. It's just fun. The food is very good there. It's good. Don't get the grilled cheese, get the other stuff, but the food is actually very good there. And the ice cream is fantastic. But it's got, I hear you, Caleb, boutique. I hate that word.
Mm-hmm.
This is Disney World. We can't do boutique. There's too many people. I want to get a reservation at Beaches and Cream, and I can't because it's this big. It's like dessert. Oh, it's kind of like the airplanes. We fly out. Okay, I'm going to get on my soapbox now. I live in Carlsbad, New Mexico. We have an airport here in our little tiny town. We fly a plane called Boutique Airlines. There are 8 seats on our airplanes. 8. You better book fast if you want to get, because the first 2 seats are discounted and the rest, you get where I'm going. I don't want double, triple the size of Beaches and Cream. Keep the vibe, and make it more dial it in even more, but you got to fix that up. It just needs help. What I'm going to leave alone is Trattoria. I probably wouldn't have said that 6 months ago because a couple of years ago when I went to Trattoria, it was okay. Wasn't great.
Right.
The last 3 trips I've taken, I've eaten there all 3 times. And they've been some of the best meals I've had at Disney World in a very long time. I did a to-go for dinner. I was staying in the Boardwalk and during the COVID, and I just went down there and got my to-go bag and everything, went to my room. I'm telling you, Trattoria, leave it alone. They've got it dialed in right now. And unfortunately, that means I got to tear down something that I've never been to. That's not fair.
No.
But
Yeah.
because I haven't, to me, for me, the thing is, Roxanne, as much as that sounds good and the food you're describing, this sounds excellent. Get the transport to get there to have a meal. If I'm not staying there, it's just not worth it in the long run. That's a long, involved process for me to enjoy a fantastic meal. So I tend to eat closer to where I'm staying, and since I don't own there, and I don't have enough points to stay there, unfortunately, that's the one I'd have to say tear it down.
All right. Well, I am unfortunately tearing down Trattoria al Forno because I think that it's okay, but it can be better. I think especially the dinner service could be better. I mean, their breakfast is great, but I do think their dinner service could be better. So we're doing that.
Are you tearing it down or are you fixing it?
No, I'm tearing it down.
Okay, all right.
Because I'm going to fix Topolino's. I'm with Caleb. I'm adding lunch, and I'm taking away the whole meal pricing and moving it to a la carte pricing so that everybody can eat there that wants to, because it is also, just like everything else about Riviera, extremely expensive. So, and I'm not sure it's wonderful, but I'm not sure if it's worth that because I can get really great steak at home. Now, granted, I live in Omaha, Nebraska, right? The cows are like out back, but it is what it is. And I'm sorry, I would take so much heat from my family if I tore down Beach Club. If I did anything different to Beach Club, the children would be down here with pitchforks and I'd be stuck to the wall behind me and, I'd be dying on screen because Beach Club is a thing. And my family, no matter what, loves it. And my family are not fancy eaters. My family, I have the chicken nugget, hot dog, hamburger eating family who likes to eat well-priced food that tastes really good, and we can always guarantee that at Beach Club. So Beach Club, and oh my gosh, I mean, we liked the kitchen sink. We like all the hoopla of the kitchen sink, but after we had this brownie sundae thing Katie had last time and the No Way Jose that I had last time, holy cow.
Yeah.
Never order in the kitchen sink again. And I'm having that No Way Jose like every day. I'm going to go over there and beg somebody to let me sit at their table so I can order a No Way Jose. So that was really great. I wonder what our community thinks and how much they're going to hate me for that. Ron's wants to fix Beaches and Cream, leave Topolino's alone. It's perfect. And tear down Trattoria al Forno. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Steve says, keep Topolino's, fix Beaches and Cream, and axe Trattoria. Oh, I see a trend.
Probably where most people are going to go.
I was going to say, I'm seeing a trend. But that breakfast is great. Jake says he just has to say all three of these are great, but for the purposes of the game, he's keeping Topolino's, fixing Beaches and Cream, not enough tables. And I guess I can hear him. He's sighing, going, well, fine, I'll take away Trattoria. So, yep, I get it. Carol says she loves Topolino's and never went to any of the others. Okay, that's fair. Dan says, fix up the pricing at Topolino's. $32 for 2 eggs and meat. Come on, man. Leave Trattoria al Forno alone. He's had some great meals there. And tear down Beaches and Cream. Oh, Dan.
I don't think Dan's been there recently because when they reopened, that was kind of the big complaint was the $42 for 2 eggs and a little bit. But it's now back to where you just keep ordering and they'll just keep bringing it on. I mean, even my server, he actually took my order like in advance for extra things that we wanted. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a cruise.
But that only works if you got all you can eat type of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
True.
not going to order 14 eggs and make a good deal, and then I can't go to the park.
Never saying it's a good deal, but it is a character meal. It is a character meal.
That is a good point, though. There's more value to it because you can eat more, which is good.
Yep.
Vicky says if they put Topolino's at the Trattoria location, that would be perfect.
Cheating,
Yes.
Vicky. Vicky, you're cheating.
No. Blair says, get rid of Beaches and Cream. Keep Trattoria al Forno. And before I tear down the building, they can fix Topolino's. Are they just picking up Topolino's and moving it someplace else?
He's with Vicky, I think. Yeah.
Tim, keep Topolino's Terrace. I see him walking around with his sign. Keep Topolino's Terrace. Keep Topolino's Terrace. And the Facebook user is Team Roxanne. Tim says, keep Topolino's Terrace, fix Trattoria, and tear down Beaches and Cream.
I'm with Tim.
So, yeah. Rachel, such tough choices tonight.
Yeah.
If you people don't know Rachel, she's one of the producers. She is the nicest person. She's like this soft-hearted person that would never try to tear down anything. So for her, this is hard. I haven't had the opportunity to experience Topolino's as the view, but the view looks great. She would renovate Beaches and Cream, and she loves Trattoria, so she can't tear anything down. And that doesn't surprise me coming from Rachel. Pete, these are not even a comparison. Don't touch Topolino's. Beaches and Cream is great, but nothing I can't get at home, so tear it down. And Trattoria has a great breakfast, but needs a better dinner, so fix it. All right, Pete. Kathy says, leave Topolino's, fix Beaches and Cream, and tear down Trattoria because I've never been there. And it hasn't appealed to us. Okay. Happy Canadian guy. Best grilled cheese on property is the secret menu item at Gasparilla Grill. Way better than Beaches and Cream. He's just saying that's really good information because I really like a good grilled cheese. So thank you for that information. Gina is Team Roxanne. Ashley says, keep Topolino's, fix Beaches and Cream, and tear down Trattoria. First and only time eating there in November. Worst meal ever on property. Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Glad
Always-
I did better than you in November. That's awesome.
That's good feedback. Facebook user says, Topolino's, leave it alone. And Trattoria breakfast is great. Best iced coffee in Walt Disney World. Fix it up a little, maybe for some lunch. Beaches and Cream, sorry, it can go. I can find that type of food anywhere. We get ice cream at the parlor at Magic Kingdom anyway. Yeah, I don't like the line there. So Dan says, that would have been nice. When we were there, they weren't even offering the steak. Oh, poor Dan. Jake says, I get much bigger value to Topolino's over Chef Mickey. Just saying, at least the breakfast is edible. Oh, you're right about that. Chef Mickey wasn't even in the discussion. Yeah,
Wow.
you're right about that. That can burn on down. Holly, I can't make a choice, but please bring back the character breakfast at Trattoria. I think that made Trattoria, that character breakfast with Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. It's sad that they aren't doing it yet. So hopefully it'll be back soon. Vicky says she had a bad breakfast at Trattoria, but a good dinner. And only good food at Beaches and Cream. All right. All right. Wow. Well, it's only going to get worse, people. It's only going to get worse. We're going to talk about going to the bar now and the lounges. So it's only going to get worse. And Caleb, we're going to you, Caleb.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Notice you guys go last every time. So you notice
know,
that. She's
I know.
smart.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's ever
Don't take
questioned her
any heat from that.
intelligence. Okay. So, full disclosure here, Abracadabar, when I stayed there back in December, it was not open. This would have been December 2020. So I have not been able to be there, but I have heard some really, really great things about it. So based on the things I've heard, Topolino's, I'm going to leave it alone. I love that I can go to the bar relatively easily and I can order the full menu from the bar. So you don't have a reservation, show up to the bar. There's usually some space available for you and you can order the full menu for the dinner. Great views. You can, if you're at the bar, easily walk out to the terrace. You're just taking your drink out there. Go watch the fireworks. It's one of the few places where you can see all 3 fireworks. So it's just a great experience overall. Just leave it alone. Abracadabar, I don't know what to fix because I haven't been there, and so I'm gonna tear it down. And then Hurricane Hannah's, we're gonna fix it up a little bit. I would like to have a little bit better quick service, going on with Hurricane Hannah's, to be able to order some food there. But overall, I like Hurricane Hannah's, just kind of a nice place to kind of chill. It is kind of way off away from the actual rooms, so I would like them a little bit closer to the actual rooms, instead of being right there on the walkway. So that's what I kind of fix up. So I'm gonna have to tear down Abracadabar, and it's really unfortunate because I've never been there.
Okay, Roxanne.
Wow. I have very strong opinions here. Are you shocked? When we went to the Grand Geek and Gathering in February, I went to all 3 of those on a pub crawl, and Gina and Chad were with me, and Bubba Mac, if you're listening. So we had a timed pub crawl, and we had a scavenger hunt at each bar. So I am very well versed, and I will tell you that. So we started at Abracadab and then went to Hurricane Hannah's and ended at Topolino's. And I got to tell you, Topolino's, I am leaving it alone. It was amazing. And we were hungry. The bartender gave us like the fresh bread and the oil, no charge. Wanted to know what we wanted to order. Had an extensive wine list. Had all kinds of fancy cocktails and mocktails if you didn't even drink alcohol. And IPAs, tons of IPAs. We were like in heaven. There was so much to choose from on that menu, and it was just the high tap bar area, so cozy, so nice, so classy. Go outside, get some fresh air, look around. So it's just like perfect. Like, why would you? It's just, I can't even think of anything I would change. So I'm leaving that alone.
You're going down the right path right now, Roxanne.
Yep,
Don't deviate. Don't deviate.
And then on the pub crawl scavenger hunt, we had to go over to Hurricane Hannah's. Now, I would fix it a little bit because there's not much ambiance, and there's like one bartender, and you're sitting there like, why is this taking forever? Well, there's one guy, and he's doing frozen drinks, okay, which takes forever. So like, I don't want to sit there and wait. I just wanted a wine or a beer. So we need a couple more bartenders back there and a little more ambiance. But I got to tell you, the service was great because we had to go. That was the second one. We were going to Topolino's. And I was like, I don't want to, drink this real fast. And the bartender gave us paper cups for all of our drinks and said, shh, put a lid on it. Pretend like it's a soda. Shh, get on the Skyliner. Nobody's going to know you're boozing up on the Skyliner. I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is a great bar. Like, who would not like Hurricane Hannah's after this?
I do that myself with my Yeti cup.
Yeah.
But I would never think the bartender at Disney
Paper
would
cups.
encourage me.
And she's like, hey, you paid for all these drinks. So I was very impressed with Hurricane Hannah's because she was good once you got up to her, but she was the lone bartender. Just not enough service. So we're going to have to fix up Hurricane Hannah's a little bit. Maybe a little more selection on the beers, a little more selection on the cocktails, and not so many frozen drinks. They take forever. And then we did have a drink at Abracadabar. I can't even pronounce it. It was like so dark in there. I felt like it was just too dark. And let me tell you, the menu, because we were hungry at this point. Like, what do you have for appetizers? There's literally nothing like for bar bites. There's like nothing to choose from. You're like, that's the whole thing. There's like one glass of wine. I mean, I don't even think there was a Sauvignon Blanc. There was just like, oh, we got a Chardonnay. I was like, ugh, like, I don't even like Chardonnay. So what were my choices? There wasn't any good IPAs. I mean, I just tear it down, come up with a new theme or something. I'm not going back there. I was just really bummed about that because it's a good location, but it just didn't do it for me. So I have to tear it down. Sorry, guys.
Bummer, man. All right, Brad, do you have any opinions?
And so here's the interesting thing. For me, it comes from a different direction because I don't drink alcohol.
Right.
So I don't go to the lounges for that. But I've been to every one. I haven't been to Topolino's because, like I mentioned, but the others, and I love going to the lounges to hang out with my friends.
Yeah.
And so that's why I go, is because of the experience of being there. And so I'm going to go ahead and make it batting for 1,000, I think. Didn't you say exactly the same thing, Caleb, that Roxanne did? I'm in
Yes.
total agreement. I say keep Topolino's only because, number one, I haven't been there yet. And everything I've heard and seen about that particular location, I don't think there's another place outside the top of the world that could come close to giving you that kind of an experience. And to me, of all the things where I might take the time to get to the resort and Uber over, it would be after the parks close to go to a lounge. To go over for dinner, I probably wouldn't, because then I got to get back and do something, but I could see. So I say leave it alone. It sounds like it's perfect. Everybody's loving it. And I can't wait to go there and check it out. Fixing it, Hurricane Hanna's. I love Hurricane Hanna's. It's an odd location, and yet it's kind of a unique, creative location. It's right there by the pool, and it's literally a step away from the beach where there's seats and stuff, where you can get your stuff and then go out and sit on the sand and the beach and enjoy each other's company. And it's just too small. We're totally agreement there. They've just got to make it bigger. There's what, 3 tables there, 4 tables. Otherwise you got to get your stuff and go somewhere else. There's just not a lot there. So they need to fix it. They need to expand it, give you more ability to make it a community experience where you can really spend time with each other. And Abracadabar, I heard you, Roxanne. Not only is it dark there, but it gets loud in there. Have you noticed that? And so good luck getting in there and having a conversation with anybody.
Yeah.
It's just not designed for you to interact. It's designed for you to go there and experience what's going on. And so for me, that's the one I would do away with. So
Interesting.
you going to join us, Marianne?
Gina, go ahead and let's put up the community's comments, because I don't want to miss out on those.
Okay.
So, but yeah. Oh, Blair says, with some smoke and mirrors, keep the Abracadabar. For the love of God, please fix Hurricane Hanna's, and you can just tear down Topolino's as a bar. Gina says to keep Hurricane Hanna's, fix Topolino's policies on bar visits. And sorry, Abracadabar. Oh, okay. Steve says, keep Abracadabar, fix Topolino's, and tear down Hanna's. Jake says, keep Topolino's, fix Hurricane Hanna's. It's all the way back and kind of far from the action. And take away Abracadabar. Nothing wrong with it. I can just barely pronounce it. So he's never been. Vicky says, tear down Topolino's with Riviera, keep Abracadabar, and fix Hurricane Hanna's to update it. Ron's not a drinker, so he can't really give an opinion on anything but ambiance. That said, leave Topolino's, fix Abracadabar, and tear down Hurricane Hanna's. Dan says, never been to any of them, but Geyser Point is the best lounge.
Sneaking it in, are you, Dan?
Tim says, leave it alone, Topolino's, fix up Hurricane Hanna's, and tear it down, Abracadabar. Jake says, let's be real, though. If Enchanted Rose was on the list, it would beat all of them. Oh, Enchanted Rose, Geyser Point. It's
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Ooh, and then Vicky comes back with, yes, I think Dahlia Lounge is the best rooftop bar.
Coronado Springs has, the best view up there. It's gorgeous.
It is. It is.
Teresa says, although I haven't stayed at Riviera, I say keep Topolino's, fix Hurricane Hanna's, and tear down the Abracadabar.
I knew you'd be a good addition, Teresa.
See, yeah, that's right. I guess my own opinion comes down to, I really like the theming of places. I really think some of the fun comes from theming. So I would fix some of the problems at Abracadabar and keep it, because I love the magician theme and the drinks and some of the fun that and I would plus it up and make it even better. And I would probably leave Topolino's Terrace alone, and Hurricane Hanna's. Well, I'm more than happy to flatten it and build something similar but better there, for good fruity mixed drinks.
Not one of the choices though, but thanks.
That's a double fix. That's a double fix.
Yeah, well,
That's okay. She's the host. She can do that.
And I love myself a good bar trip. So. But do we have time, Gina? Do we have time? I know it would be tight, but can we go 5 minutes over for the pool throwdown?
We'll
Can
just
you,
do a
audience, what do
flash.
you think? We'll do it flash fast. All right. Pool, Stormalong Bay, Luna Park pool, Riviera pool. Caleb.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave Riviera's pool alone. I'm going to fix Stormalong Bay, and then I'm going to tear down the Luna Park pool.
Okay. Roxanne, what do you got?
Nope, sorry. I am going to leave Stormalong Bay alone. I love my beach club. But, I think the Riviera pool is going to need a little bit of fixing up. It's kind of small. I got a little bored with it after a couple of days. That's like one of the things I don't love about Riviera. I think it's just kind of like, I don't know, anticlimactic. It's just like, it just didn't do it for me. So anyways, and I am going to have to fix that up, and I'm going to tear down the Luna Park. It's just not a boardwalk lover. Sorry, guys. It doesn't do it for me either. Yeah, just get rid of it. Start from scratch over there.
Brad.
So Roxanne and I started on the same path, and then suddenly I veered off. Or she veered off. Let's be correct on this. Stormalong Bay. Listen, I've heard all of Marianne's complaints. I've been there so many times. I've never got sand in my drawers. I love the sand on the bottom, but I'm a beach guy. I love to go scuba diving. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's nothing else on property like it. My kids love it. They live to go there. They've never hated it. So I absolutely say, don't touch that one. Keep it. If I'm going to fix one, I would have been different had I not just seen the changes at Boardwalk. I like the changes they made at Boardwalk. And it wasn't the scary clown. That was just the joke. I could care less about the clown. I just like the theming now. It just looks more Disney. It's more fun. They just need to do a little work on some of the layout in that area. It's a little discombobulated. And I'm getting rid of the Riviera pools because, you nailed it, Roxanne. It's just like, here's this gorgeous resort, and we made it all snooty patooty fancy, and then we made the pools like they're supposed to be that. It's like, I'm at Disney, man. Those pools that got nothing to excite me. So I'm done. You're up.
There you go. Well, I'm probably keeping that Luna Park pool because
You love it.
my family likes it. And Riviera, please dig a hole, concrete pool, boom, done. What the heck? Tearing that down. The amount of money they spent on that resort, they could have put in a really awesome pool, and they put in a garbage pool. Come on, people. And Stormalong Bay, I really, really hate sand in my backside. And I really hate the idea of my kids having to actually leave the pool area to climb the stairs to the slide. And I really hate that I would have to be Hawkeye on littler kids at that pool to keep them super duper safe. And that, to me, that nervousness of that would mean I'd just like to fix a few things. I'm keeping your Stormalong Bay, people, but I'm fixing it up and making it just a little bit more family friendly.
One last caveat.
Yes.
Best kids play area on property might just be Riviera.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Really cute.
Cool.
Their kids' pool is awesome.
That much effort into their pool,
Right.
we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Exactly.
It's like, well, we did that. We're done.
They put in a heated pool for the kids' pool. It's heated. It's wonderful in the winter when your kids want to go swimming and they don't care that it's 60 degrees and you're going, it's too cold, because it's heated water. So you can send your kids there. But they did that for their regular pool, please.
Yeah.
But, in my opinion, still, I like all these pools. That's fine. But give me some paddock pool any day. So there you go. So, and Ron says, leave Stormalong Bay alone, fix Luna Park, and tear down the Riviera. Jake says, keep Stormalong Bay, best pool on site, fix Luna Park, but he prefers the quiet pool at Boardwalk. And bye-bye Riviera, take your high points with you. Yeah, really. Blair, I got to keep Stormalong Bay, fix Luna Park with some more theming, and fill in the Riviera pool. Leave Stormalong, fix Luna, tear down Riviera.
I see a big bocce ball field right
just
there at
tear,
Riviera. Make
yeah,
it bigger.
yeah, there you go. Keep Stormalong Bay, fix Luna Park, and tear down the Riviera pool. Carol says, reno the Riviera pool, keep Stormalong Bay, and goodbye, Luna Park. You gotta go. Vicky says, tear down the Riviera. How can this be fancy with a small pool, no spa, and distance from the parks? Only buses if lightning? Oh, she's got a point. Facebook user, yeah, Riviera needs a better pool since it's such a fabulous bougie resort. It needs a fabulous bougie pool. Keep Stormalong and fix up Luna Park. For example, the big blue pool at Art of Animation has music underwater, and Riviera has its pool. Come on, we put that in a value resort.
Yeah, but no
Come
slide.
on, well, yeah, but yeah, but I mean, come on, Riviera. When they built that, that was a huge error in judgment when they built that. So, all right, people, thanks for joining us tonight. I think we were fairly nice. We did, nobody threw any punches. It was a good night, right?
Except you made me go first every single time.
That's not
nice.
me. That was Gina. She
Move
put
on,
you
Gina.
in that box. Gina
Move
put
on.
you in that box. So, hey, everybody, thanks so much for joining us tonight. I hope you had a good time listening and playing along with us. Again, I love Forced Choices. It's my favorite night. And sometime in the next 3 months from now, we'll play Forced Choices again. So if you have an idea of what you want to compete for Forced Choices, go ahead, put it in the group in our Facebook community. Did you know we have a Facebook community? Those of you who are watching obviously did. Those YouTube people, do you know we have a Facebook community? Make sure you join the My DVC Points community. Hey, did you know we have a real podcast? Make sure you listen to the real podcast, My DVC Points. Make sure you listen to our newscast show. And of course, keep coming back for My DVC Points Community Hall Live next week. Trips with your tykes. It's going to be a fun night. So thanks again, everybody. Thanks, Caleb, Roxanne, and Brad. It was great playing with you tonight. And we'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a good
Bye.
week.